We're back, so now you can rinse and spit. Before the break, we asked, what was the profession of the co-inventor of cotton candy? You said a dentist. You are ironically correct. Machine-spun cotton candy was invented in 1897 by dentist William Morrison, along with confectioner John C. Wharton. It was introduced to a wide audience at the 1904 World's Fair, where it was sold as fairy floss. So, besides the sticky-fingered treat, Dr. Morrison apparently also invented something far more important to him: job security. That's the Mo You Know.
Have you ever heard the proverb, if you play soccer in the dark, you'll never see your goals? Of course you haven't, I just made it up. How about this proverb? Play soccer during the day, and your nights will be filled with light. Just made that one up too, but for a good reason.
Sometimes the extraordinary is masked in the ordinary. Take the humble soccer ball, for example. When 26-year-old inventor Jessica O. Matthews got a hold of it, you could say it became a thing of magic. Located in New York City, I met up with Jessica to find out more about one very bright idea she came up with. A special kind of soccer ball called the socket. And it creates the magic of battery-powered light where it's needed most.
Can you tell me a little bit about what this does?
Sure, so this is a energy-generating soccer ball designed for the developing world. Essentially, it's an airless ball, so that means that it doesn't deflate, it doesn't need to be inflated, it just is. Inside of the ball, at the core, there's a mechanism that actually harnesses kinetic energy. That's the energy of motion. And that actually is generated during play, and then stores that power inside the ball so you can use it as an off-grid power source.
A light plugs into a hidden panel on the ball, and daytime play powers nighttime living and learning.
So basically what's happening is we're harnessing the rotational energy. So as the ball is rolling around the field, we have a mechanism that is actually rolling with it. And with that, you have this pendulum that's turning, basically. You can kind of hear it, yeah.
Sounds like a little happy mouse.
Exactly. The pendulum is turning the motor, which is then powering up the rechargeable lithium-ion battery. And that's what's storing up all the power. That's actually transferring the kinetic energy into electricity. So then when you're ready to go, you would just plug it right in.
And now you have an LED light that can last for how long?
1 hour of play can give you up to 3 hours of LED light.
Jessica's invention was inspired when she made two key observations. One, she saw a very serious lack of access to sustainable power, making studying at night nearly impossible. And two, she noticed that despite difficult living conditions, children seemed transported when playing soccer, happy and carefree. And so, Jessica's work on the socket began 7 years ago when she and her co-founder were students at Harvard. Always working to perfect the ball, the socket is now on its 7th generation, and on this day is undergoing some impromptu and fun impact testing. And it passed with flying colors. Jessica has seen firsthand how kids worldwide not only take to the soccer ball, but to the idea of innovation. The light from the socket is giving them an opportunity to read, to learn, to be inspired.
W-I-N, win! W-I-N, win!
And so in addition to the soccer ball, she and her team also created a curriculum, which gets kids involved in the invention process.
And so I thought if we could take all of this confidence and this creativity and all this passion and harness it literally and figuratively and actually create something that didn't just provide immediate fun, but could actually create that spark that would get people to feel like they could create the world that they want.
While light from the socket illuminates the pages of school books after dark, it also has switched on a light of possibility in many young minds.
When we hear the word extinct, we immediately think dinosaurs. They roamed the earth millions of years ago, then they were gone. Lately, technology is making a lot more things extinct. Some great life-changing innovations and inventions that you might have grown up with are gone. Extinct.
What does it mean to shake it like a Polaroid picture?
Dancing.
Times, they are a-changin'. And you don't have to go back very far to see that. Go back just a decade or two, and you'll find the world looks quite a bit different. You know what I mean? Just try to find a payphone on the street. How about a typewriter? Remember those classes? And it wasn't that long ago that the mixed tape was the telltale sign that someone had a crush on you. You know, a mixed tape, music, a cassette tape with songs that someone took the time to choose especially for you. If you don't know about the cassette, I'm guessing 8-track will have you a little perplexed.
I have no idea.
Can you guess?
A frisbee that's floppy?
What is a rotary phone?
The one like in 101 Dalmatians that Cruella uses?
Isn't that the phone where you like spin the little dial to get the numbers?
Yeah. And don't you kind of wish you had one?
No.
If you think about it, the list of items becoming relics is growing fast. Pagers, the VHS tape, the record store, even cursive writing. All of those are now bordering on beloved antiques. When we come back, our dictionary duchess, Allie Ward, will fill up a few of your brain cells. Vocabulary is next.
And voila, we're back. My next trick is vocabulary. This is where we conjure up a definition or two to go along with any extra large words we use on the show. Now, in Mo's story on the Webster house, this was said.
What's your favorite feature of this house?
Oh, there are many beautiful ones, but it would be the entablature.
So, entablature is a noun. It means the horizontal part in classical architecture that rests on the columns and consists of an architrave, frieze, and cornice. Seriously, that's a definition. I kid you not. This is actually the first time we needed a vocabulary for the vocabulary. Okay, here we go. But this time, we're gonna skip the dictionary and we're just gonna show you. Here is a quick top to bottom architecture lesson. Actually, it's bottom to top. Anyway, this whole section above the entrance is the entablature. And the section at the bottom is called the architrave. The middle area is the frieze, and at the very top is the cornice. Now, with these vocabulary words, you have to be very careful that you don't get confused, because if you freeze your cornice, then a doctor might have to get involved, and we just do not want that. Now, go out there and use these words, but only with, like, a realtor, because otherwise you might seriously lose some of your friends. And that is your vocabulary lesson for the day. I am Allie Ward.